Hey guys, so let's go over your spelling words one more time. Remember that our words this week have that vowel team EE, our vowel team EA, and our vowel team IE. Remember that when we see the EE, we want to picture the sheep, E. When we see that EA, we want to think about the word leaf and picture a leaf in our head. And then for our IE sound, remember we're used to it saying I as in pie, but this week it is saying E as in chief. Okay, so let's quickly go through our words and then we're going to do a little bit of sorting. Okay, green, queen, breeze, squeeze, repeat, defeat, scream, leave, brief, thief, belief, relief. Don't forget that breeze and squeeze have silent E's on the end of them, okay? And so does leave as well. All right, so let's talk about those two different sounds that we hear from that IE. The pie sound, that long I sound, and then the long E sound as in chief. Remember that our rule tells us most of the time when two vowels are together, a vowel team, that you'll usually hear the first one. But in IE, we actually hear it more making that E sound, okay? So let's take a look at some words and see if we can notice some patterns that we're seeing. All right, so let's look at our first word, L-I-E. When you have that IE at the end of a word, it's almost always going to make that long I sound. Okay, IE at the end of a word is almost always going to make the long I sound. Okay, so we don't hear the E, we hear that long I. All right, let's take a look at another one like that. Let's move this one out of the way. Okay, let's take a look at this one. Remember, we want to find that vowel team first. It's IE. If we recognize the word, great, but if we're not sure, we need to try it. We need to think about those patterns. Okay, DR, dr. And if I think about it, IE, dreed, dried. Remember, try it two different ways if you're not sure. And yes, this makes more sense, dried. Think about the word dry. When we have that ED at the end, remember that it already happened. Okay, and that Y became an I before we added that ED. So look for those suffixes at the end too, and that's going to help you tell whether or not you're using that long I or that long E. Okay, ED means it already happened, and DRI, that must have meant where they changed that Y to an I. So this is that dry, long I sound. Okay. Let's take a look at this one. Same thing. I see that IE. I notice that I have ES at the end. That's that suffix. Remember, we look for those suffixes. That's one of our ways to decode a word. Cover it up. We don't have the I at the end. That would have been a Y at the end. So flies. That's that long I as well. Okay. Let's take a look at this one. I see my vowel team IE. I need to decide. I look at the end at that suffix, ED, cover up your suffix. CRI, that would normally be a Y. They changed it to an I before they added ED, so I know that therefore that's going to be that long I sound. Okay? So usually, guys, when you have that long I sound, it's when you have ES or ED after the I, or when it's the IE at the end by itself. Okay? The rest of the time, it's usually going to be that long E sound. So let's take a look. Let's find our vowel team, IE. I don't see any suffixes at the end. It's in the middle. It's not by itself. So most likely it's going to make that long E sound. Brief, brief. Brief means short. If If you take a brief break, it's a short break. So in this instant, we do not hear the I, we hear the E. Brief. All right, let's look at another one. Take a look. Find your vowel teams first. I see IE. I do not have ED or ES at the end. The IE is not by itself at the end, so most likely it's going to make that long E sound. So let's try it that way. Field. Yes, field. Okay. Let's look at another one. Now I do have E on the end, but it has 2 consonants in between it, so it's not magic E. Remember, magic E can only go over 1 consonant to look for a vowel. If there are 2 consonants between the vowels, magic E is not going to help that vowel, okay? It still is not going to make a sound, but it won't help the vowel that we have. So we have our vowel team here, IE. It does not have ED at the end. It does not have ES at the end. It's not by itself. There are other consonants and vowels after it. So I know it's going to make that IE, making the long E sound. And remember, when you have C followed by an E, that C is going to make the S sound. Okay, so this is fierce, fierce. Okay, fierce. All right, let's take a look at this one. All right, I see my vowel team. Now this one does have E at the end that can hop over. So I know for a fact that because it's E consonant E, this is going to be that long E sound. Believe. Okay, because we have that E consonant E. All right, and this is our last one. Priest. Find that vowel team first. Remember, we always want to look for our vowels in words. I do not have ED or ES at the end with that suffix. So I know that because of that, it's in between consonant sounds. It's going to make that long E sound. Priest. Okay, guys? So remember, when you're decoding words, I want you to find those vowels first. Look for vowel teams. Remember, IE, most of the time it's going to make that E sound. Okay, we're only going to hear it make that I sound when it's by itself, like in pie and lie and tie, or if it has that ED suffix at the end or that ES suffix at the end. Okay. All right, so for your work today for phonics, you guys are going to work on your spelling words, okay? And you're going to work on these pages in your book, finding the word that best fits in there, okay? EE, IE, EE. I'm sorry, EA, IE, or EE. Okay, you're actually going to work on page 52. I made a mistake and actually put 53 down, but you're actually going to work on page 52 today. Okay, guys, I will talk to you later. Remember when you're decoding to look for those vowels first thing.